I think CHARTRES is over the odds at $21 for Matt Laurie.
CHARTRES is coming away and is going to do it comfortably. CHARTRES won it well from extra gear. He's exceptional.
But I think Lyrical Lad can win race 4.
And Lyrical Lad's going to do it easily. Second, Mr. Me. Photo third.
I think Mankind, this is its race to win.
Mankind's having a dip down. Lives favourite will get up this time. Mankind has won from Blandford, Lad and Monmouth.
Hello everyone and welcome to my Ballarat Cup Day preview. Can't wait to get stuck into it. I think I'm back. I got 3 winners last week at Cranbourne. That's a good enough day for me. I zoomed in on the guy throwing his hat down when Mankind won. That was the trainer of the second horse, Blandford Lad, Peter Gallagher. So I thought that was a humorous moment that deserves some credit. We're going to get straight on with the Ballarat Cup Day tips, starting with race number 1. Race 1 is a benchmark 84 over the 1400 metres. Lighthouse for Mara and Eustace is the $2.40 favourite ahead of KURABUI at $2.50 for Price and Kent Jr. This is a last-out effort of Lighthouse at Kyneton. This was the country Saturday meeting, I think, on Stakes Day. It was a benchmark 84 over 1200 metres. Fine Dane and the General are the 2 horses that Lighthouse beats here, and it did pretty well. It was a slowly run race. It was a dash home, and it went up the inferior ground and still managed to bolt in. This was its first start in Australia, so I reckon it's got some real X factor. This race rated higher than Halvorsen and Malkovich, so I think it's an A-grade horse. It's stakes class. It's my best of the day in race number 1, 40 the win on it. KURABUI first up. Don't know if it's forward enough yet to beat a horse like Lighthouse, but it'll put itself in a good position and give itself every chance. Frankie PINOT is ever so consistent. It's got to go in there. Do you reckon it'll go in the lead and take some running down? But I think Lighthouse is a good way to kick off Ballarat Cup Day. Race 2 is the Vobis Gold Eureka Stockade, a 3-year-old set weights plus penalties race over the 1400 metres. Decent Rain is the $2.80 favourite. Mara and Eustace again. Daily Bugle is up there at $4.80, close behind. This is the Hilton race at Flemington, the listed race for the 3-year-olds over 1400 metres. Like what this race is, Daily Bugle, Jimmy the Bear, and Decent Rain came out of this race. Daily Bugle probably did the best out of all of them, weaving through the field. Jimmy the Bear ran pretty well. Decent Rain was held up and had hardly any luck. Should have finished closer. I'm not really sure with this race overall. I ended up going Jimmy the Bear. I just think it deserves to be shorter in the market, considering it beat Decent Rain and was close up behind Daily Bugle. I just thought it was over the odds for Brett Preble at $8, so I'm with Jimmy the Bear. Decent Rain deserves to win one. It's had a lot of runs this preparation, and I think it's a tad short. Daily Bugle, Gate 3, Damon Thorne can easily win, but it just hasn't won in a while, and Star Midfielder brings the different form line. Gate 4, John Allen can win. I reckon Jimmy the Bear can get it done in race number 2. Race number 3 is the Magic Millions 2-year-old classic over the 1,000 metres. Fly Nice is the $3.40 favourite. Mara and Eustace again ahead of Cusack up there at $4.80. This is a recent jump out of Fly Nice at Caulfield. This horse in front and Fly Nice went at their own leisure and was a nice piece of work. Kira Marr and David Eustace and Linda Meach combine. I like that combination, especially with the Marr colours. It reminds me a bit of Thought of That when it won all its races. Linda Meach has a good strike rate with Marr and Eustace, so I reckon this is the way to go here. Flying Nice, I like its chances. Negation in there for second. Blake McDougall combines. This horse coming down from Sydney, must have a good opinion of it to bring it down to Victoria. I think it's a good chance. Cusack, its jump out was solid. $4.80 is about its right price. And nothing silly. It was a good debut win at Bendigo for Brett, and Brett Preble takes the ride, so that's also got a good chance. I think Fly Nice is the way to go in the Magic Millions 2-year-old classic. Race 4 is a mare's benchmark 78 over the 1200 metres. Duchess of Dorset is the $2.80 favourite, and Energy Within, I think it's scratched, it's $5.50. Way to go Polar is at $6. This is a recent effort of Duchess of Dorset down the straight at Flemington on Stakes Day. This was a very good run considering it was up on speed. It was there to be beaten, and it held on really well for third. I think getting back to around a bend on Saturday is key as well. Before this run, it won by 2 lengths at Bendigo in an 1100 metre race. 1200 metres, it has to run it out, but I think it can, and around the bend, as I've already said, it's very damaging. So Say Angel comes over from Adelaide. I reckon it's a really good chance to beat it. I just don't like the gate, but it's a good horse. Lady Pluck is probably the classiest horse in the race. $18 I think is over the odds. Has to carry a big weight, but is classy enough to do it. And Way to Go Paula down the bottom can run well. But I think Duchess of Dorset is the way to go here. I like its form. Race 5 is an open handicap over the 1200 metres. The GAUCH is the $2.70 favourite ahead of It's Our Time at $3.40. Serious Suspect back in form is at $7.50 as well. This is the race we just looked at for Duchess of Dorset, but this time focusing on It's Our Time. It won this race weaving through the field. It had no luck, but got through and did very, very well. This horse, it's such a good horse. It hasn't run a bad race in its career. The step up to 1200 metres from 1100 metres will suit it even further. Gate 3 can settle just in behind the speed, and I'm hoping it can make it back-to-back wins. I think it can. I think it deserves to be the favourite ahead of the GAUCH, who should get a very good run from Gate 5. On Ballarat Cup Day last year, it failed miserably, and I was on it, so I remember that. But moving on from that, it's in good form and it can run well. Serious Suspect is back in form. The 60 kilos is a tad against it, but it's back in form. And Ocean Beyond has the class to win and is low in the weight, so $11 is over the odds. But I think It's Our Time is the one to beat. Race number 6 is a benchmark 70 over the 1100 metres. MARABI first up is the $2.30 favourite ahead of Imperial Hilton up there at $7.50, and down there Savannah Cloud is also at $7.50. This is a recent Cranbourne jump-out effort of MARABI. This horse is first up, just went under the line, under a hold on this occasion on a soft 7 track. This is a very exciting horse. Last campaign started a $1.20 favourite on Metro meetings, and it won both races obviously, so I think it's got some talent. Benchmark 70s aren't too hard to win at all. Should go to the front and give them all a smacking up the front and say see you later, win by at least 3. It's my next best of the day, 40 the win on it. Litchfield County was purchased by Australian Bloodstock earlier in its campaign. I think it has the class to win. No quarantine, just draws a touch wide with Blake McDougall and Greg Urell, but can win. It's in good form, and Proper Rogue up the top. Gets the claim for Alana Kelly, is over the odds at $21, has the class. I think MARABI should give them all a smacking in race number 6. I'm quite confident. Race 7 is a benchmark 84 over the 2,000 metres. ALCYONE is the $3.50 favourite. 5th position is there at $6.50, and $6 down there for Mimi's Award. This is Alcyon's recent win at Flemington. I think this was it was on Stakes Day. It sweated up badly pre-race, but it won quite comfortably in the end. If you backed Alcyone, you were quite confident a long way out. The way it won and it sweated up pre-race, this adds further merit to its performance. It should get a good run from Gate 5 on the weekend. I think it's got the ability to win again. I can't see why it can't. So I think Alcyone can win again, as I've already said. Josh Benjamin, I think, is back in form. It's over the odds at $13. So, it's over the odds. Mimi's Award just draws Gate 1, and that's the obviously query because it'll get probably stuck back off midfield, have to get some luck. And Kissinger showed some promise early and can do well. I think Alcyone can win race 7. Race 8 is the listed Ballarat Cup over the 2,000 metres. The feature on the day, thought of that, is the $3.60 favourite. ZAYYDANI's at $8. $8 for both Only Words and Foxy FRIDA down there. This was ZAYYDANI's Matriarch Stakes win. Came up the inside, which turned out not to be the inferior ground, and won. I just like how Ben Hayes and JD Hayes have a high opinion of this horse, aiming it for a zipping classic, but have taken the step back to the Ballarat Cup. Gate 1 can sell just in behind the speed. Will need some luck in the straight, I know, but if it gets some luck, I think it can do what it did here and win again. It's got some class, this horse. It'll be a good 4 on Saturday, so it'll be suited by the surface. I think it can win again. I was having trouble splitting it and Only Words. Only Words, it was a good win last start at the Valley. From Gate 5, we'll get a good run for Brett Preble and give them all a sight. Thought of that'll definitely give a sight because it'll be leading at its own tempo, and it can definitely hold on and win. If Foxy FRIDA runs out a strong 2,000 metres, it's right in the game as well. But I think ZAYYDANI will win the Ballarat Cup. Race 9 is a benchmark 78 over the 1,600 metres. Typhoon Harmony is the $4.20 favourite. SINERS Express is there at $4.60 over the page. Not much doing. Bermudez and Typhoon Harmony. This was the MCCC final, won by Bermudez. It obviously rises heavily in weight, and it draws Gate 20, so I'm happy to to take on Bermudez. Typhoon Harmony, however, nearly beat Bermudez. From gate 2 on the weekend, John McNeil can put it into an economical position, and I think if it gets clear luck at the top of the straight, it will take some running down Typhoon Harmony. It's ever so consistent. It's been consistent all throughout its career, so I can see it winning here. Night Passage is my roughie for the day. I've gone 5 each way on it. Yeah, it's the third emergency, so I might not even get a start, but its last start effort coming from the back was outstanding, and I think it's over the odds at $19. Sinus Express can definitely run on a firm track, and I think it can win. It comes through that out Playboy form, which is good, and All Lanes Rock will be charging out from the back, but I reckon Typhoon Harmony is the way to go here. Race 10 is the Magic Millions 3 and 4-year-old classic over the 1100 metres. Marine 1 is the $4 favourite. $7 up there for Outlaw's Revenge. And $7.50 down there for Authentic Jewel, who we're going to have a look at a replay at. So this was a Class 1 at Newcastle up in Sydney over the 900 metres. It rises up to the 1100 metres, but this win was outstanding, and we've seen what the lower class Sydney form can do in Victoria. There's no stars in this race, and I reckon Authentic Jewel can go up near the front and hopefully do this. I reckon it's over the odds at $7.50. It's the unknown form, and I'm happy to take it. Glistening has been really consistent. Ran pretty well behind Flying Evelyn in the Red Roses on Oaks Day, so it can win. Butter Blonde also ran in that Glistening race. Blake McDougall takes the ride, will go forward and give itself every chance, and Starry Legend will be up the front as well, so it can run well. An abundance of speed in this race, the last race. I'm with Authentic Jewel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week.